'Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path.
Hello to my recording. We're gonna be continuing.
Huh?
We're continuing now. I started a new recording.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Pinkie? And I'm talking to her.
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Eavesdropping!
Of course Dia was eavesdropping.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's alright, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Aw, that's a cute
Okay,
nickname.
Fine, but only tonight.
That's a
Tomorrow's
cute
a good day.
nickname!
Any no good scumbags
Dude,
are
I
gonna
was
try to
kinda
take
wondering.
advantage of that.
Someone's tired.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Ow. And we have now started the second part. Where are we going?
I have no idea. You have to go outside.
I'm going back to the waypoint.
Me.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh,
I
don't
swear,
mind.
if
I'll
she
know we'll
dies,
get around together
I
tomorrow.
will be so
I
sad.
swear, if it's another Tepe moment, I'd be very sad.
If it's another Tepe or Rue moment, I will be so brokenhearted.
We're having way too much attention for this NPC. I don't like it.
No, it's not even just Tepe and Rue. It's also that adventurer girl from the chasm.
Sure. Oh my god.
I'll be so heartbroken.
Then let's meet at the nearby
Indeed.
bazaar first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Have a great night.
Ciao.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited
I'll
to
give
fall
him.
asleep tonight.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food?
Oh, it's a cute
No,
little one.
thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
There he is.
Did we oversleep?
This room actually looks so
We should go to
cute.
Dunyarzad right away.
Found her.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. It's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. She could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me,
Oh?
I'm sure Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros would be just
It got
as
better.
impressive.
It got better. I want it. Give me sweets.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that the little girl before was saying would give candy.
Yeah.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
I'm sorry, but he looks like a character from Voltron. He looks like a man.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zeros festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Knight of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zeros festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zeros festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one, don't the boxes all look the same?
Oh.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
I want the blue one.
Those all sound pretty good.
I know, right?
I want the blue one.
Oni kabuto.
I was like, it's so. I
Huh?
was gonna choose
What's
the
it?
blue
Oni
one.
Kabuto
Oh,
is
wait.
a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think it's 4. That's blue, right?
Hmm?
Uh,
Paimon picked
4 is blue, right?
Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor. It's alright.
I think.
Bullies in you.
It's
I
a diff.
also
Okay,
believe in
are
your
you on the scene
intuition.
where it shows
Right.
you the
These
numbers?
boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to
Not
right.
yet. He's just talking about now.
Okay.
I'm at the numbers.
Yeah, it's 4, right?
Think so? Do you want me to do it first?
Your choice. I can do it either.
I'll do it first so that we know which one.
I said that.
4 is green. No.
Okay. Who's squeaking?
Top middle green.
Top middle.
Top
You
middle
wanna be
green
more-
is 4. 3 is
So-
top left white. 2 is bottom green.
Mhm.
Okay, it's 1.
What? Okay, that makes sense. I'm doing
Luckily, you are also able to like go in, look at each one, and just be like, let me give it a little more thought.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Attention! That's
No!
unfortunately lizard tail.
Ah,
Thought you
I
survived
wonder
the
it was
first
different
round
each
because
time.
you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
Hey.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good
We should have
time
gone
at the
for 4.
festival.
We should have
So
stayed at
please,
4.
Yeah, I'm fine with 3. I'm fine with 1. Don't worry.
Of candy.
I'm fine with the lizard tails.
It's night
I want
of
Triumph.
flowers, not night of candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless night of flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh,
God.
actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
How embarrassing.
I
But
warn
too
you.
late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right?
Oh.
Wait a minute. Pause.
Frick.
Isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Not yet, first.
Sirs?
Lights don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia! Dia the
Oh.
Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't
Oh,
get
you wanna
too
go, bro?
cocky.
I'm fine.
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
You got Dia.
We're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right. All right, fine.
We have to get
He said,
Dia,
Dunyarzad to a safe
Don't waste your
place.
time worrying about me. This is my job.
is she following
Look out
us?
for
So we
yourself.
can actually.
After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go.
Oh,
first.
there's a time limit.
Oh,
you ready,
Dunyarzad?
Shriv? Yeah, I was gonna say.
We have a big amount of stamina, so we're able to go through it quick.
Are you okay?
Maybe we should have carried her.
Pale. Are
You know, maybe we should.
Honestly, Dia probably should have taken her, and then we dealt with the mercs.
Whenever I exert
Yeah.
myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I was-
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about
Oh.
Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I...
Yeah. Don't worry.
Oh.
My lady, traveler, found ya.
Oh, she's a Pyro Claymore. Haha, the link you got a place.
Anyone follow you?
Dia,
Hey, bitch.
your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well,
Oh.
sold it, 'cause I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Oh.
Hey, Miss
Ah!
Venus, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your
Aw.
employer cry won't affect your commission, but
I hope she
selling
doesn't
your
die.
weapon
Oh,
without
God.
permission and being hurt?
Please don't die, lady. I don't. Oh, no.
So
No.
admirable, my lady.
We gotta hope she doesn't die because we're adoring her.
Thank you very much, dear.
She, as soon as I said that, she's like coughing.
Don't be
Ah!
I want face to
Are you feeling
Dunyazard,
sick
please
anymore?
stop. Please, please.
Lady, your condition.
take you.
Traveler, can you take her somewhere to
Where's
rest?
somewhere safe?
I'll look around.
Somewhere safe and somewhere she can
Sorry for the
rest.
trouble, everyone.
My first thought is literally the Adventurers Guild.
I'll be honest, that's a good start.
That's my
Finish
first
this.
thought. Go to the Adventurers Guild. Dunyazard, please rest.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
What?
I called it.
Yes, much better.
You see, how far are you?
Just give
Are
me
you
a
at
few
the?
moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it.
You here?
I guess I shouldn't continue
What?
to keep it a secret.
What are you talking about?
I was
I
actually
called it.
born in
Yep.
Balzar.
You were.
It's terminal.
I was right.
She hides it with her
Sorry.
sleeves.
Okay, we're sitting there calling. Once we on, it's on me. And like,
Oh, you've
I
already
imagine
heard
it
Balzar.
won't.
In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure.
Yeah.
The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much
You
more
know,
painful.
at least she didn't get
I know that
sold
my
to a
family loves me
material.
dearly.
True.
They've done all they can
She
to provide
didn't.
a safe environment for me.
Freaking calling mom. I understand calling
longer.
mom wanting to get it in, but she
However,
basically
I
still
know
had thought it.
Yeah, like that was just sad.
Did you know?
Man,
Before I ran away from home this time,
now I think that
the world
illness.
outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet
No.
other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation.
I literally have the sunset in the back.
This is out of character for me.
I have the
To be
sunset in the back.
Lesser Lord Kusanagi
Oh my
I
God.
think it's for both of us.
Yeah.
I have it too.
If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets. Oh, right. Isn't it almost
Aw.
time?
It's like tougher.
Let's get
Not a
going.
sun. It's just
It's the
glowing.
Dance of
Let's get
Sub-Zeros
going,
Festival.
Dunyazada.
It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros Festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the
Oh
stage.
my god.
We should still make it in time.
Let's get your bandages back onto Dunyazada. Come on.
Were you not aware that the law
Oh,
prohibits
fuck
this
off.
type of performance
Ugh.
from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I
Oh,
just saw
Sadu again.
Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits
Uh-huh.
the private hosting of large-scale religious
That's a
festivals.
stupid
Only the
rule.
Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How
That's shitty.
did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right.
At least we
would
look
only
better
get
than
worse.
you, fucking bitch.
Art,
We at least look better than
aren't you
you.
ashamed
Because you look
of
like you're fucking
pursuing such
robes or
frivolous
whatever
and
crap you have.
meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
Some people actually learn through music.
Our
You fucking
Archon
bitch.
created the utopia that is Sumeru's
So
gift
white.
for all scholars who sought
Reminds
validity,
you of white man.
verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I
Your
don't
greater
think
lord
you
literally
think with
was
me.
willing to
What you should
sing.
be doing is finding workers to tear down
Yeah,
this
sure.
ridiculous eyesore.
Your greater lord was willing to sing during a party.
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much. And I know how important this festival is to you.
I'm literally one who's all about knowledge and wisdom,
It's
but I'm
okay.
also all about
Saying I
music.
care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zeros Festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zeros festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I changed my mind about dude. Does he really want to go see? I am
My
good
poor little
friends
dear.
with Umazuma. I'm good friends with Umazuma's god.
And
I am-
also Mondstadt's and Leeway's.
They don't know about Benti and Zhongli, remember?
True.
Well, we're Knights of Bonus, we're part of the Knights of Bonus. We're friends with Ningguang, the Jade Chamber, the basic president behind. We fought two Patulis. We
We
killed
fought
our
multiple
dragon.
gods. And a
So, like,
dragon.
if you want to mess with, go ahead. Just let them have a celebration.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
What the hell?
Still, I'd be
So-
lying if I said I had no regrets.
Oh.
I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
Oh god. Ew. Oh god. What was that?
A lot happened today.
Huh?
It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Milu and
What's wrong?
Dunyarzad promised to make the next
You see.
Zero's festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out
You
of
will see
time.
the scene.
Yeah.
Huh.
Why is there a beep?
Yeah.
The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
We fell asleep middle of the meet. We fell asleep too. And then I was I love it.
Because you wouldn't get out of bed. We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the subs. Oh, are you interested? It's not that simple. Each box contains a and there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon?
Wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor.
What? She was
That couldn't have been mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you go?
No one.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well... What the... This is our... Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Let Paimon...
Your sense of deja vu struck. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar as you can see, that first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
You already introduced yourself.
Good. You passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories? Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of I can only give you. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. If we can break out of this samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. We've already experienced the Sabzeruz festival many times. That doesn't... We've already experienced...
A time loop. Still the wrong, a simple time loop. The Sabzeruz festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends. Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sabzeruz festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
I have returned and I'm with Pinkie.
I am back from.
Don't! My recording, don't question where I am.
I think you should question what Galaxy is.
I'm at the top of a building. I'm like at the very tippy top of a building.
Are you near the stalls?
Yeah, I bet.
Okay, I'm at the stall.
Hello, oh person.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it,
I want to know if the business holders.
Truly yesterday.
Oh my god. Is it the dude we gave him, the guy who has the knowledge? Did he confuse it?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two dating?
Oh, Hatham?
Yeah, did he lose it?
Who
I
knows?
know that no one dreams in Sumeru. Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago.
Oh well.
Let's keep asking around.
On to the next person.
Yeah.
Hello, divination person.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Didn't she mention that if she was someone like I don't know who said it. I think it was her from the trailer. Something about the sun and the moon.
The interpretation of your divination, the moon,
or something.
Someone did.
lies.
I think it was
Really
her.
felt like an
But I
omen.
can't.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune telling is just fortune telling. It's no good for practical problems. We have
Vision
made any
photos, maybe?
progress. Who else can we talk to? Paima remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely
This is
take us
so
seriously.
weird and so interesting. I love it.
This time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those
Are
kidnappers.
they there?
Let's go find her.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
Claymore.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Yeah. She sold her claymore.
That's evidence.
And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new.
Tell her, traveler.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth.
So,
What's
what
going
are you
on?
seeing? A time loop possibly? Oh, not really. She told no.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was
This
like at
is-
first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
Well, she's definitely not safe where she is. She has a suspicion.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the
I
doubt
have
since
to
you
walk
knew
all
about
the way
my
over there.
great
We're gonna
sword.
teleport it.
Let's make this a quick trip.
I
Miss
didn't get to
Dunyarzad isn't
teleport it
completely
there.
safe here.
Nope, we gotta run.
Did you not get it either?
No, I didn't get teleported either. If you look at my character, if you look at my friend thing, then you'll actually see it.
Are you busy? I thought I told you that it won't help
We
to
can't
bring
eat.
anyone here. We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
Also, I'd like to point
Real
this.
Dunyarzad? Where?
We won't be able to
Who
do
are you
co-op
talking
until
to?
we finish this quest. We have co-op mode off by now, apparently.
It's more
So,
special.
kind of stuck to do this.
Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Uh,
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss
Oh.
Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So,
Oh.
you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that?
I'm curious how Sumeru's functionality will work if the Dendro Archon eventually loses her gnosis.
What did she
Oh.
say?
I have a feeling it's gonna go, everything goes crap.
Oh yeah, most likely.
I want to go back to the meeting.
As it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah.
What's up?
That sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done What's happening right now seems to have happened before.
Which one are you going with?
I'm going in order until I get the right answer.
That doesn't sound right. That does.
I got it that way. I got the answer last second.
The fatigue.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Uh-oh.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Travis, did you hear that?
I heard it too.
It's slowly getting darker.
There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
I couldn't hear her say how.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
Speed one, I guess.
We cannot lose all of our progress.
Hmm.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
Okay, don't pause that.
Confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon?
Oh, come on. Oh.
Anyway, knowing who I
Oh,
am
that's
won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then.
The blacksmith. Nice.
Tia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Oh.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Tia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but
one thing
it's
got
still
changed,
dangerous
but we have to
here,
change
so...
everything else.
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Maybe next we try and help Nilo?
Wait. Because she also has it.
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same.
We have to deal with the dance somehow.
We found out that Dia got out just fine today.
Just shake. We just need a new area. Come to my pot. Everyone to my pot now.
Yeah, everyone get in the pot.
I have to pay for the pot.
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Oh.
Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
The only answer we're gonna get.
What?
Everyone assumes this is
Are
common
you
knowledge.
are you talking to her right
You
now?
know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been?
No, this is not like world. This is not a lie. No, you're not fantasy.
Possible that
Oh my god.
the world is a lie.
She was like,
The whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
Paimon is like you, Pinkie.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about
oh my
things
god,
you'll learn tomorrow.
this is something new to say.
Yeah.
Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Hold on, what did you just say?
No, I need to calm down.
Oh, she is a child.
Yep.
That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
So against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of
Just get some rest, Paimon.
Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
And there's the babe.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
Nope, this is my child.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here,
I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it? Nahira's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation? Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset. So, what's your new hypothesis?
Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a no. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations.
None of these people have
Every
Candace.
night, even though we remove our Akasha terminals.
None of these people have Candace. Like, you muck it down with Dave.
No. And even then, it may be likely that that resets.
I doubt it, because that makes no sense, because that means everyone in Tibet would feel like it. Not the people with this. Maybe we should talk to Kali, because the forest people don't have these things.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again.
Yeah. We're in the city, and in the port in the city is where the Akasha is the strongest. Within the borders of the city and the port are where the Akasha's link is the strongest, but out in the wild, like at the villages, it's not close. That's why they don't really use it.
But muscle memory can't
I'm wondering if we go to Kali and that is.
has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
It might be different.
A brilliant deduction.
Yeah. But we can't leave this area.
I know. That's fine. Alright,
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal.
I got the waypoint near her, so.
You lost sight of its true nature because you focus too much on your perception that it glows. That isn't simple at all!
So
why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new. Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
Running, so.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works!
Oh.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says knowledge should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I would have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to punish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible.
Oh, no.
I've got the proof.
What the hell is this?
Proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe. This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible?
Ooh.
What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Okay, the game glitched for a second. I saw the NPC got up.
Oh my gosh.
At least we've reached some other conclusions in the... Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
I enjoy that saying, how come we never thought about leaving the city?
Sure.
And then there's me who did leave the city while we were in break, and then there's you who's suggesting, why don't we go outside the city?
Oh my gosh.
Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city. Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigation.
Oh, this is...
Before we know
You
it,
know
it'll
what?
already
I
be the
should have
next
spoken to
day.
this.
But still,
Hmm?
neither of us remember
How far are you?
anything about leaving town.
They're talking about leaving town right now.
Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already
I wait
awakened all your memories.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Stop with the beep.
Our memories are back!
Okay. We just got our memories back on my end.
Mhm.
that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories.
Did you get your
Paimon
memory?
will fill you in.
I just got a message from my past self.
Yep. I'm waiting for you after that scene.
Time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Are they not letting people leave the city?
Why can't we
Yep.
leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we? Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look. And please, be careful. Memories! Traveler! Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Oh. Galaxy, how you got to the point where Paimon says, I'm scared you got to another world?
The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear.
That means if Shava leaves one day with her sibling, or their sibling, whoever, or leaves,
Can you tell us your
Paimon
perspective
will be
of what
left
really
alone with
happened
them.
yesterday?
I will feel so bad for Paimon.
Yeah.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how can we send it back? Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
The way her ear reacts to her, like scratching the back of her head.
Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
And now it cuts her speed.
Now we're
I
talking.
think. No, wait, not.
I want this bandage off!
I like some sound effects.
I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node. To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right? Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages! Alright. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it. Okay, see you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes, although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did we hear it twice then?
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that Each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beat from the Akasha. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappear?
True, it was.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city.
Yeah, I want to know, why did the Archon War happen?
I don't know.
Just because they wanted, because it's just they wanted 7 gods only. What's like 8?
They wanted to see who would have control over Teyvat, just from what I've gathered.
Yeah.
They started that war to see who would claim ownership to Teyvat.
To 7 different regions. So what happened? It seems like a lot of them
There were a lot of gods that were peaceful during that war.
And the ones we have like today, some of them are close to some of the good old ones, like Boreas, the Salt God with the Zhongli, this god with the Flower God. I'm wondering.
And most likely the Scarlet King as well.
True. I wonder if Celestia forced her hand. Because obviously they're listening to Celeste, which is annoying.
They're listening to Celestia. And Celestia likely only had 7 seats. They wanted to try and gain some control over Teyvat.
Yeah, and in this the god of us, we can ask. There's a high chance she won't know because she's only 500 years old.
Yeah, she was only born after the last calamity.
The only 2 people we would know is the other gods we haven't met yet, Zhongli and Benti, which we can't get in contact with Benti, can we?
And Zhongli won't tell us anything.
And the con. I swear, guys. Archon, something is suspicious. Sus.
And then, of course, there's A, who we can't find out about.
She wasn't there. Yeah, she was only at the aftermath of it.
She was only at the end of it with her sister, so she was more focused on her sister.
Okay, then.
And it was by the time she went, I think the war was over. Not the war. I guess she would know the war. Oh, actually, it was Makako who's in the Archon War.
No, none of them, besides Venti and Zhongli, were in the Archon War.
Oh.
While the last 5 managed to secure a seat, they still perished in that war. They likely won their part of the war, but still perished at the end. Because Zhongli has been around for 6,000 years.
We're going over here.
What's up?
Are you going to the bench?
Yeah, I went to the bench.
Oh, so you're ahead of me now.
Yeah. I'll wait until after that. Yeah, and then Venti is only about a little over 2,000 years old. And the Traveler's about that age too.
Yeah, but she didn't. There was a period of time where she was asleep, and then 2 months she was not talking to anyone besides.
Yeah. But we do know that the Travelers are about 2,000 years old. So if they were in this world, then they likely would have seen the Archon War. But we can gather by how they don't know, by how our Traveler doesn't know anything about the Archon War, that they never were in this world during that time.
No, she was. Because from what we know, NSF and when she told things.
Wherever in this world.
Maybe.
She was asleep when.
But that was during the fall of Conria, which was 500 years ago.
No. She was asleep before Conria.
Yeah, she was asleep before that, but we don't fully know for the sibling.
The sibling woke up before her, we got it.
But we don't know how long before.
From what you know, where Danes lived, and for a very long. And then, when during the Celestia destroyed Conria, she woke us up and it was planning to leave. But that's when the Undawn God block our path, and then we
The
woke up.
unknown god is likely the one that's mainly controlling Celestia.
That's right. I keep calling.
She's likely mainly controlling Celestia and making it so that she has control over everything.
Alright, I'm heading back to her.
Alright, I see her right now. Tell me when you're about 15 meters from her.
Okay.
Did you ever get that waypoint?
Yeah, I got the waypoint.
Need to make sure to ask.
I finally got it. You said 15?
15, yeah. Like 15 from the stairway up.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, hang in then.
Hi.
Hi, Nahida.
You're back. I've been
And
waiting
it's
forever
nighttime.
for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence. People in Sumeru don't... We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams
I'm
without them
confused. I
knowing
think
it.
I got it, but I
And
don't know why the
those
second
spaces
option.
with no human presence?
I already figured it out.
That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
That doesn't...
It is the manifestation of the Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right?
Oh.
That would explain why the
Oh.
Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh? Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation.
I'm very bad at this.
So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
So you noticed.
I'm already finished. It's there.
That's why I put it last.
I'm slowly doing it.
Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of déjà vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again. I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow. Now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Grand Sage said...
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Oh, we're out of time today. I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Alright, I'm on to the next day.
Okay. I know.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good. I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late? The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting. Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear? She's actually something like a puppet.
Yeah, why would they wish the people that
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block in the dream that helps to keep it going. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad. Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality.
compared to
After all, they're just there as filler. You know,
compared to the other
the old Dunyarzad might not have
gods at nation, a lot of them were just against the god. They're like they don't do something to try to hurt the god per se, or rebel against put down the god. This one is just straight up just ignoring the god they have.
Yeah.
Then her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus festival with so many regrets. Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone. I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon. Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad. To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible. Great, but how do we do that? Although the Sub-Zerus festival dreams under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? So
I'm on the next day, by the way.
I know.
that person?
I'm already ahead of you.
Well, if this is someone's dream, then
I'm quite a bit ahead of you.
from deep within their consciousness.
Are you fucking?
With the power of imagination.
Do you see why I was silent this entire time now?
I was wondering, I was like,
what do you mean by that?
This is the second person.
Fourth person.
Means breaking through what you perceive as normal.
This is the fourth person.
Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken. How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker. It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, Everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town. Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went? Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Make it kill NPC dialogue was for a lot.
Yeah. They love doing that, Pinkie.
Just kinda.
She was such a good
Very
person.
spoilish. I love
Such
her.
a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream?
I put something as spoilish.
That way, no? That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Is this?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of
Is this
Flowers,
the media? I can't remember her name.
festival,
The
right?
dancer girl.
Pretty core character.
Maybe.
Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Just like.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Like the Greg.
Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also
This
wondered
is why
if the
that
reason she
line
asked me
was,
to be Ferris
well,
Knight of
forget
Flowers
me.
is because I'm
Because the
special to her
old
or
Archon
something.
wants the others to forget her and let it go. Because it's just causing.
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight
How
of
am I supposed
Flowers
to tell
onto
the
my head,
girl?
she said to
How am I
me,
supposed to tell
I
her?
want everyone
How
to
are we
have
supposed
the
to tell
happiest
Dia?
Sub-Zero's festival.
Oh no.
What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but...
Ferris?
pretty
Okay, we're gonna
embarrassing.
so whatever his name is.
Okay,
The
I'm
other
ready to
his
make
real
my
name.
Uh-huh.
I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
I haven't spoiled the other region yet. How long? I don't know how long this quest is.
Gonna open my eyes. Oh!
It seems. Wait, how many? Actually, it's just act.
Fucky?
Wait, is
Sorry,
it act?
but only one portion of Yalta
This
candies
act
per
2.
person.
Okay,
Back home you go.
Let's check the archive.
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As
Okay,
long as
there's
she's
2
happy.
acts. Well, on the final act.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this.
So we are in the final at least. At least that much.
I think I know who the person hosting the wish is.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her, but none of them has any idea that she.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Oh.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's for me, not you.
I already keep working on this for her to be
Fine,
happy.
hey, knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
Oh, I'm emotional for this.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself.
Oh.
You're going down.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, I just remembered something.
Honestly, I feel bad for Traveler.
Sub-Zero's festival before
This is the second person they've lost and they couldn't stop it.
Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay,
What if
so
it's
Paimon's
multiple
memory is working
people's
so
hopes?
far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search. This is the place. It's rude to enter
I
other
wonder if we ever
places
fought
without
them
permission,
ourselves.
but desperate times
In one of
call for desperate measures.
Most likely.
Hey, the
I guess it was
windows are
more
unlocked.
earlier, without us knowing everything.
Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Because we did see a flash of us arguing with that sage.
That was because they were the dance part.
Yeah, so it's likely that we have fought these kidnappers before.
Should we open it?
Yes, definitely. Alright, now I can do it.
After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written by the Sub-Zero Festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately. So I was hoping that I'd be able to give this to you before that. This is a compilation of folktales concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there were very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gandharva Ill's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water. But one day, people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again. Some said that a green light was seen near the water's source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanali at work. This sounds quite possible. Oh, the decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Gandharvaville then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me till I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that Lesser Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope that the Sub-Zero Festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time that I had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then, when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanali. She was very tall and had the most muscular arms, and she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been in her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one has that much value as a reference. That was probably just a tree, right? These folk records ended it with Danyazard's references and opinions leave every page densely packed.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey!
And the music's sad too now.
Yep.
Where is she? Oh, there she is.
She's back at the
She didn't load
bench.
for me. She didn't load for me.
She was already loaded in for me.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Oh.
Traveler?
What?
You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really
I'm happy Paimon's here. This is the one. Master Traveler being alone with us most of it.
Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Yeah.
Like, as much as we give crap to Paimon, she is a really good person.
She is. As much as a lot of the fandom hates her, she is a very good person.
Yeah, her voice is generally not the voice at the spot anyway.
No. That's the voice that at Hoyoverse wanted her to use.
And Hoyoverse technically approve it, so.
And the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Milu's dance of Sub-Zeros.
There will always be
Can we
frustrations
experience
in
a
life,
dance for her?
but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
We're gonna go stop a little war. No, we're gonna cause a war. We're gonna cause a war. That's Longwood. Hey, come watch the dance. Come over here and watch the dance in a bit. Don't worry about the sage. We beat him up and tie him up. If anyone, we have vines and leaves, and I have a child that can ice him.
I literally have someone who can drag someone to a certain spot and just make them stay there with how many times they do it.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
Uh-oh.
How did things turn out like this?
Oh.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
So the face.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So
These
they're
flowers.
just
Oh.
substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
It is her dream, isn't it?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes.
This is
The
her
Greater
dream.
Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find
Can you
these?
close your eye?
But didn't you just say all the
Imagine
red
if
flowers
Genshin
went
is not in front of
extinct
you.
after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared!
I called it.
You did.
What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when
That
you
was easy.
saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming.
I mean, Paimon, you're saying this right in front of them.
How do we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming? So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now.
Is she gonna dance before
It's
she
a really
wakes up?
interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival
Did you
is
hide?
almost over too. Since we're in a dream, Let's make this final dance of Sub-Zeros as beautiful as we can.
Cutscene!
Oh, so pretty.
Oh.
The wait is over.
I love the soundtrack so
everyone.
far.
I dedicate this to our god. The dance of Sub-Zeros.
Oh, Travel. Oh. Oh.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
You crying? Oh, she's so cute. This is why I love her. It's always the Hydra girls in this game. It's always Candace. Can't wait for the next Hydra girl, the one that we saw the picture of. Candace. It's gonna be like some really strong. So far we don't have I guess
Oh, got an achievement.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon
so what
thinks it
did
was
she just
after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal!
Are you here? Catherine!
Hmm? Did Catherine appear?
Okay. You know, I was wondering about that idea, about that Catherine. I was wondering about that Catherine. I didn't trust that Catherine. I got it! I was like,
I did say that someone pointed out in the trailer that Catherine was going to play a big part.
I didn't see the thing. I couldn't. Also, it's fine.
Oh, Traveler Paimon, I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream.
Can I have the thing
I
first,
saw
please?
Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
And that was the end of it?
Yep.
Actually, it was a quest. Hold up, I want to get this consolation. I got my first fabulous consolation.
I'm continuing this forward.
Weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Same.
And Dunyarzad.
It's 11.
Did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
I can show you the scene after this recording if you want, Pinkie.
What?
I'll show you the scene in the trailer that I was telling you about.
It's fine.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief.
I'm so happy they didn't kill her.
Oh, yeah.
My god. My fucking god.
I would have been so disappointed in Hoyoverse if they did this again.
No, we wouldn't. We just got to do this before us.
No, I'm just saying I would be disappointed.
I would kill the stage.
You already want to kill the sage.
I was like, my child was already ready to go to jail.
Traveler's ready to kill whenever someone they consider close to them is hurt.
Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though.
They don't like losing people.
Where both will gradually fade until
They
they
lost a
completely
sibling.
disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if
So
it hadn't
we
been
have
for
to hear her
you
voice.
breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon. Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Oh.
I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions. At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky. You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me. Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria. It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable. A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King. The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies. Okay, so what does the message mean? I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it. So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain. The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Teyvat's. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine.
This is how we find out she's a puppet in the story.
Yeah, this is how we find out that she's just a freaking puppet and all.
Can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Snezhnayan?
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about
Wow.
What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing. So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord
I'm not gonna ask
Rukkhadevata
any
was
questions.
omniscient and
I have too many questions for me to just do that on my own time. Right?
I'm asking her questions right now.
This nation.
Okay. Or I could just rewatch someone do it.
I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning. Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take on the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
These last two questions I'm probably not going to ask.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy.
I can't friend.
I think I
She
need
freaking vanished in my eyes, okay.
Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sages' activities for now.
Oh, and that was the last part.
Won't be able to
Yep.
And now I should wait. What the now I should do the event to get this new gadget. Oh hell yeah, new camera.
What a relief.
And,
this is truly
and
the
then
most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
and then I'll be ending my recording, and then me and Gals are just gonna show most of it. This is cool.
Why am I here? Do either of you know?
And also,
Maybe
wait, can we do? Can we get use?
you know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you
No,
to
we
wake
still
up.
can't. I guess it's because until we finish the whole chapter,
I should visit my maintenance
we
personnel
can't get it.
sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
The thing with Catherine still freaking shocks me. Alright. Bye-bye to my recording.
Bye.
Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.